Briefing. On the eve of the 2024 U.S. presidential election, economist and trader Alex Kruger predicts that if Trump wins, the price of Bitcoin could soar to $90,000 by the end of the year, whereas if Kamala Harris wins, Bitcoin may stabilize around $65,000. This highlights the significant impact election outcomes can have on the cryptocurrency market. Additionally, The Economist published an editorial warning that a second Trump presidency would pose unacceptable risks to the U.S. and the world. The magazine argues that Trump's policies are more radical compared to Harris's, and the global situation would become more perilous, as many responsible figures who restrained his worst behaviors during his first term have been replaced by true believers, sycophants, and opportunists. Despite improvements in economic data during Trump's first term, The Economist believes that a second term could be vastly different. The magazine expresses concerns that Trump's trade, immigration, and tax policies could severely impact the U.S. economy. Overall, the outcome of the 2024 U.S. presidential election will significantly affect both the cryptocurrency market and the broader economy. Investors and decision-makers need to closely monitor election developments and prepare accordingly. Briefing, Jersey Journal to cease publication, community in mourning. Key points. 1. The Jersey Journal will cease publication on February 1, 2025, ending a 157-year reporting history. This local newspaper has been an indispensable part of the community, documenting its joys and sorrows. 2. Readers express deep regret and sadness over the Jersey Journal's closure. The paper has witnessed generations grow up, providing comprehensive news coverage across various fields, including politics, crime, and sports. The professionalism and quality of its reporting have been highly praised. 3. The closure of the Jersey Journal signifies a decline in local journalism and the loss of a part of democratic values. Local news reporting is crucial for community development, keeping residents informed and holding the government accountable. Losing such a newspaper means the community will lose an important information hub. 4. During the pandemic, people's time at home has significantly increased, which may have a profound impact on urban development. Cities may need to readjust their development strategies, focusing more on entertainment, culture, and the arts to attract residents and visitors. Additionally, transportation policies should pay more attention to walking and cycling. In summary, the closure of the Jersey Journal is a significant loss for the local community, marking a decline in local journalism. The community needs to find new ways to fill this gap and uphold democratic values. National Geographic Documentaries Briefing, Resilience and Sugarcane. National Geographic documentary Resilience. Directed by BAFTA-nominated Natalie Hewitt and Oscar-winning documentary duo Jimmy Chin and Elizabeth Chai Vasarhelyi, the film tells the story of Antarctic explorer John Shields and his team searching for the wreck of the famous explorer Shackleton's ship, which sank in Antarctica in 1915. Shackleton's shipwreck is referred to as the Titanic of polar exploration, and this discovery has garnered widespread attention. The directing team utilizes rare archival footage from Shackleton's era, along with modern expedition footage, to comprehensively recreate this legendary history. The film not only recounts Shackleton's exploration experiences, but also showcases the modern expedition team's arduous search process, highlighting humanity's desire to explore the unknown and the wisdom of survival. National Geographic documentary Sugarcane. Produced by Indigenous actress Lily Gladstone, the film addresses the abuse and deaths suffered by Indigenous children in residential schools in Canada, as well as the survival and struggles of Indigenous communities. This film is released as President Biden formally apologizes to American Indigenous peoples, paying tribute to their resilience and reflecting the trauma and love passed down through generations in their families. The film will premiere on December 9 on the National Geographic Channel, followed by its release on Disney Plus and Hulu the next day. In summary, both National Geographic documentaries focus on polar exploration and Indigenous history, vividly portraying stories of human exploration and struggle, with significant historical value and humanitarian concern. Fortune Magazine Briefing for November 3, 2024. This issue of Fortune Magazine presents an interesting set of divination predictions. According to the article, the 5 zodiac signs that will be luckiest this week are Capricorn, Pig, Horse, Rabbit, and Ox. The diviner points out that this week's I Ching hexagram changes from fire and thunder to earth and marsh, reminding us that luck often accompanies difficult journeys. We need to recognize the true nature of luck, to grasp it fully, and avoid its fleeting nature. The article encourages readers to maintain a positive and optimistic mindset, paying attention to various signs and synchronicities in life, as these may hint at potential luck. Additionally, it emphasizes the importance of discovering one's inner talents and strengths, as these can also represent a form of luck. For the 5 luckiest zodiac signs this week, the article elaborates on their sources of luck. Capricorn will find luck in unexpected places, Pig will be particularly lucky in competitions and lotteries, Horse's luck comes from a spiritual level, Rabbit's luck is derived from friends' support, and Ox will find luck in romantic life or long-awaited opportunities. In summary, this issue of Fortune magazine brings positive divination predictions to readers, encouraging them to maintain an optimistic attitude and believe in their inner strength, ensuring they can reap luck this week. November 3, 2024 briefing. Estée Lauder Companies appoints new CEO. According to the Wall Street Journal, Estée Lauder Companies has selected longtime executive Stephen de la Faverie to succeed as CEO. This announcement is expected to be made official this week. Current CEO Fabrizio Freda has announced his retirement plans. The new CEO will face multiple challenges. 1. The slow recovery of demand in the Chinese market post-pandemic, particularly in duty-free sales, which are a crucial sales channel for Estée Lauder brands. 2. Other cosmetics companies and high-end brands have recently warned of declining consumer spending in China, which could negatively impact Estée Lauder's financial performance. 3. Some analysts believe that bringing in external talent may be more beneficial for the company to make necessary large-scale adjustments. In summary, Estée Lauder Companies is undergoing a leadership change, and the new CEO will face challenges such as weak demand in the Chinese market and declining consumer spending, requiring strong measures to turn the company's situation around. The role of scientific journals in the 2024 U.S. presidential election. Summary. 1. Following Trump's election in 2016, the scientific community's engagement in presidential elections increased. In 2020, some prominent journals like Nature and The Lancet Oncology publicly supported candidates for the first time. 2. In 2024, scientific journals face new challenges in election reporting. The pandemic is no longer the dominant issue, and public trust in science has declined. Journal editors are concerned that excessive political involvement may further damage the credibility of scientific institutions. 3. Some journals choose not to take a clear stance, but focus on reporting policies related to health and the environment. However, journals like Scientific American openly support a candidate, sparking both approval and criticism. 4. Experts suggest that science should remain neutral and objective, not be seen as a political stance. Over-involvement in partisan struggles may harm the credibility and influence of the scientific community, adversely affecting future evidence-based policymaking. In conclusion, scientific journals face a complex situation in the 2024 election, needing to seek a balance between political engagement and maintaining credibility. Remaining objective and focusing on policy effectiveness may be a better choice. Briefing. Nature magazine reports on new discoveries in Maya civilization. 1. Technological innovations drive archaeological breakthroughs. Traditional archaeology is limited by field observations, but the application of LiDAR technology allows researchers to remotely scan entire regions, uncovering archaeological sites hidden in jungles or under buildings. This technological innovation significantly advances archaeology, enabling researchers to explore unknown civilization remains more efficiently and comprehensively. 2. Discovery of new Maya city Valeriana. A graduate student from Tulane University utilized LiDAR technology to discover a Maya city named Valeriana in the jungles of southern Mexico. This city features typical characteristics of a Maya political center, such as plazas, pyramids, ball courts, and reservoirs, dating back to around 150 AD. 3. The mystery and value of Maya civilization. In the 19th century, an expedition team in Guatemala uncovered the famous Tikal site, revealing the mysteries of Maya civilization. The Maya civilization achieved remarkable accomplishments in astronomy, mathematics, and writing, but its cultural heritage has long been hidden in the jungle due to geographical constraints. In summary, this article reports on the application of LiDAR technology in archaeology and the discovery of a new Maya city, Valeriana, highlighting the mystery and value of Maya civilization. These discoveries not only enrich human understanding of ancient civilizations, but also provide new opportunities for further exploration of this lost cultural heritage. Briefing, The New Yorker reports. 1. The New Yorker reported on the absence of climate change issues during the U.S. presidential election and the challenges faced by Democratic vice presidential candidate Kamala Harris in securing working-class votes. 2. The article points out that despite climate change being an urgent global issue, it has not received sufficient attention and discussion in the 2024 presidential election. Harris's campaign team needs to communicate their concerns about climate change more actively to voters and outline their response measures. 3. The article also explores the shifting political inclinations of blue-collar voters, many of whom have shifted their support from the Democratic Party to the Republican Party. This poses a challenge for Harris, who needs to find ways to win back this voter demographic. 4. Overall, this article highlights two important issues in the current U.S. political landscape: climate change and working-class votes. It offers suggestions for Harris's campaign team, hoping she can make progress in these critical areas and achieve victory. Harvard Business Review Journal briefing for November 3, 2024. This issue of the Harvard Business Review focuses on future business development trends, emphasizing key topics such as artificial intelligence, innovation, and workplace transformation. Key content includes 1. 2024 Business Future Forum. This forum will be held on October 16, inviting CEOs and executives from well-known companies like Baidu, LinkedIn, and Palo Alto Networks to share and discuss hot topics such as artificial intelligence, innovation strategies, and talent management. 2. 10 weaknesses bosses want to hear about in interviews. The article lists common professional weaknesses, such as difficulty seeking help, overcommitting, and perfectionism, analyzing the reasons behind these weaknesses and how to articulate and demonstrate a commitment to self-improvement during interviews. 3. HBR Learning online training courses. The journal recommends HBR Learning's time management course, helping readers improve work efficiency and make more goal-oriented time arrangements. In summary, this issue of the Harvard Business Review focuses on future business development trends, providing readers with valuable insights and practical advice worth noting and learning from. Briefing. Vogue magazine's senior editor Hamish Bowles is set to receive the CFDA Eleanor Lambert Award in recognition of his outstanding contributions to the fashion industry over the past 40 years. Bowles joined the Vogue editorial team in 1992 after moving from London to New York, establishing deep friendships with industry giants such as designer Marc Jacobs. Bowles recalls his early collaboration with Ms. Lambert, describing her as an extraordinary public relations expert who secretly invited him to participate in the voting for the International Best Dressed Hall of Fame. Despite relocating, Bowles has maintained a close connection with Vogue and is set to attend the CFDA Awards ceremony this Monday. This award not only recognizes Bowles's remarkable achievements, but also reflects his strong ties with fashion industry veterans. In summary, this briefing highlights Hamish Bowles's esteemed position in the fashion world and his close relationships with important fashion institutions like Vogue and CFDA, while also reflecting his deep connections with industry predecessors. The article is concise and focused, providing readers with comprehensive and vivid information. In summary of the above articles, we can conclude the following key points. 1. ChatGPT is an AI chatbot developed by OpenAI, launched in November 2022, using the GPT-4 language model for dialogue generation. It can handle various writing tasks, but also faces controversies, such as concerns over potential plagiarism and misinformation. 2. OpenAI is continually updating ChatGPT, with the latest version being GPT-4o, which adds voice and visual capabilities. OpenAI has also launched a business version of ChatGPT and established partnerships with multiple companies and institutions, such as PwC, Reddit, and the Financial Times. 3. There are privacy concerns regarding ChatGPT, which have drawn attention from the EU and some users. OpenAI has stated it will take measures to protect user privacy, but the specifics of implementation remain to be seen. 4. In addition to ChatGPT, other AI chatbots have emerged on the market, such as Anthropic's Claude and Google's Gemini, allowing users to choose suitable products based on their needs. In summary, ChatGPT, as an emerging AI chat tool, is rapidly developing and widely applied, but it also faces challenges that require collaborative efforts from OpenAI and relevant parties to continuously improve and regulate its healthy and orderly development. November 3, 2024 briefing. Rolling Stone magazine reports. The band American Relics will perform on November 15, 2024, at Chelsea Table Plus Stage in New York City. Comprising John Gitano, vocals and guitar, Nelson Montana, bass and vocals, Neil Lazar, lead guitar, Adriana Dagg, vocals, Bill Galino, keyboards, Patty Jarman, rhythm guitar and vocals, and John McCann, drums. The band excels in performing their original songs as well as classics from the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, and more. The band received multiple nominations at the Josie Music Awards in October, affirming their outstanding performance in original music and overall musicianship. Influenced by music from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, they continue to create contemporary original works. Currently, the band is signed to Tribeca Records under Soho Johnny Enterprises. Tickets for the performance are now available on Eventbrite, where fans can purchase tickets. The band's official website is www.theamericanrelics.com. I apologize, but the provided article content is not related to the Wired Journal theme. This briefing cannot be drafted based on the given article content. If you have other relevant article content, I can attempt to write a concise and valuable briefing for you. Otherwise, I can only simply state that I cannot generate a meaningful news briefing based on the existing information. Briefing: NIH Bio-Art Image Library launched, contributing to open science. Key points. 1. The NIH Bio-Art Image Library was launched in beta on October 7, 2024, containing a vast collection of medical and scientific illustrations, all in the public domain. 2. This initiative follows discussions sparked by Simon Durr regarding BioRender's copyright policy. BioRender is a commercial image library used for creating scientific graphics. However, Durr found that many papers using images from BioRender under CC BY and CC BY-SA licenses were actually violating BioRender's copyright. 3. Durr operates an open-source competitor, BioIcons, which provides images under CC0, CC BY, and MIT licenses that can be freely used for open-access scientific papers. 4. Princeton University canceled its annual subscription to BioRender in October 2024 due to high costs and its licensing model. 5. The launch of the NIH Bio-Art Image Library supports open science, helping to address copyright barriers and promote the free flow of scientific knowledge. In summary, this initiative reflects the scientific community's emphasis on open access and public domain resources, facilitating transparency and collaboration in scientific research. Briefing. The American Journal of Law and Equality has just published a special symposium on the 70th anniversary of Brown v. Board of Education, featuring contributions from numerous prominent legal scholars. Among the authors, one presents the view of Brown, democracy, and foot voting, arguing that the ruling not only strengthened citizens' voting rights but also enhanced their foot voting capacity, providing important insights into understanding the ruling and its legacy. 2. In the upcoming 2024 U.S. presidential election, recent polls indicate that former President Trump holds a narrow lead over Vice President Harris in Georgia. However, the support of black male voters has become a critical variable, with 31% of black male voters still undecided. 3. Meanwhile, AI-based dating applications have also become a new trend. Reports indicate that the dating app Grindr is developing a virtual assistant that can proactively connect users and even arrange date details. This AI assistant aims to enhance user experience, but raises concerns about user privacy protection. In summary, these articles cover a range of hot topics across law, politics, and technology, providing rich and interconnected content that offers readers comprehensive information. Briefing. The Dallas Council on Foreign Relations, DCFR, is a non-profit organization dedicated to bringing the world to North Texas since its establishment in 1987. The organization invites prominent figures from various fields, including former Russian President Boris Yeltsin, former British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher, former Mexican President Vicente Fox, and former U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, to engage in discussions with its members. DCFR's mission is to promote learning, application, and advancement of global understanding, helping members better adapt to today's global geopolitical and economic environment. The organization is led by CEO Jay Young, who has extensive experience in government and intelligence. This year, DCFR will invite former Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison to its annual private holiday party. During his tenure, he was a key architect of the Australia-UK-US Trilateral Security Pact, AUKUS, considered one of the most significant security agreements in the Indo-Pacific region in recent years. He will discuss the evolving security landscape in the Indo-Pacific and policies to contain conflicts, especially concerning China and the South China Sea. DCFR Chairman, retired Admiral Patrick Walsh, former commander of the U.S. Pacific Fleet, will moderate part of the dialogue. This reflects the importance of the Australian partnership, which has been indelible since World War II. Meanwhile, Argentine President Javier Milei has dismissed his foreign minister after Argentina voted at the UN General Assembly to end the U.S. economic embargo on Cuba. Milei stated that Argentina firmly opposes the Cuban dictatorship and will continue to pursue a diplomatic policy condemning regimes that violate human rights and personal freedoms. French Foreign Minister Catherine Colonna expressed hope for a peaceful U.S. presidential election next week, but is uncertain if that will be realized. She stated that any violence during the electoral process would deal a devastating blow to democracies worldwide. Briefing. Politicization of science raises public doubts about science. Key points. 1. Grindr is leveraging AI technology to enhance its dating app's functionality, including autonomously matching potential dates and arranging dates for users. This AI assistant may raise concerns about user privacy and safety. 2. Research has found that even given infinite time and countless monkeys, they still cannot type out all of Shakespeare's works on a typewriter. This result disproves the infinite monkey theorem hypothesis. 3. Recent studies suggest that Uranus's moon Miranda may have once had a liquid water ocean up to 100 kilometers deep, which is an exciting discovery. However, due to a lack of further exploration data, this hypothesis cannot yet be confirmed. 4. Recently, some prominent scientific journals, such as Scientific American and Nature, have publicly supported specific political stances and candidates, raising public doubts and distrust regarding the politicization of the scientific community. Such actions may further undermine public trust in science. In summary, the scientific community should return to an objective and rational stance, focusing on scientific research itself and avoiding excessive involvement in political disputes to maintain public trust in science. Briefing. Reconstruction plans for the African American Methodist Church in Scotland. Key points. 1. Martin Luther King III has called for support for the 2nd century plan of the African American Methodist Church in Scotland, which was built by slaves. He connects this plan to his father's "I Have a Dream" speech, viewing it as part of building better communities. 2. The church suffered severe water damage and weather-related destruction in 2019 and requires reconstruction. The reconstruction plan includes restoring historical buildings, improving the surrounding environment to prevent flooding, and constructing new worship spaces. 3. This reconstruction plan has garnered support from individuals of various religious backgrounds, including Jews, Muslims, and Mormons, who see it as a reflection of interfaith solidarity and cooperation. 4. The Smithsonian National Museum of African American History and Culture held a celebration recognizing the church's significant historical status. 5. A study by the Smithsonian Science Education Center indicates that using its high-quality curriculum and professional development training can improve students' performance in science, math, and reading, particularly for groups traditionally underrepresented in STEM fields. In summary, this article highlights the challenges faced by a historic African American church and the efforts of individuals from diverse backgrounds to protect and rebuild it. It also introduces the Smithsonian Institution's research findings on improving student achievement. The article is rich in content and information, reflecting themes of multiculturalism and educational innovation.